Hello, my name is Michael Davis. I'm conducting an interview today regarding Unison's role in the keogh report. I'm here with Peter Dales, the chair of East Lancs branch, and he has agreed to answer some questions for us today. Question 1, Peter. What was the impact of the keogh report?
Hi everybody. The impact was quite severe actually. I think that the keogh report came on the back of the Mid Staffordshire report, and I think that where the government was coming from on this was how they could back up the changes to the Health and Social Care Act, which was put into place, and they had to generate some reasons, I think, that showed that their changes of a major policy on how the NHS works was failing, and that their systems will now highlight the problems in the NHS and will provide a resolution. You know, it is. I think it's fair to say that every trust in this country, you will be able to find criticism and problems with that trust. This was actually discussed at our JNCC meeting, which is the Joint Negotiation and Consultative Committee, where we meet with management. And that was the very thing that I said, you know, that we are not, as a trust, any different than any other trust in this country. But unfortunately, 14 trusts were picked on, if that's the right word, to support what the government was saying.
Right, question 2, Peter. How was the union and its members affected by the report?
The report had a devastating effect on the staff and obviously how we felt supporting the members. Clearly they felt dejected because they were being told that this was a bad place to work and it was a bad place to have treatment, and obviously the staff and the family members live locally, and we treat local people. So you know, they did think that they were doing a good job. Previously to the report, we were heading towards achieving foundation trust status, and that clearly had a devastating effect on that action. People thought, yeah, we were good enough to be a foundation trust, and then all of a sudden the rug was pulled out from underneath everybody and told that no, you're not the best place in the world to work and best place to have treatment. So that's how they were affected.
Thank you. Okay, question 3. Were any of the findings in the report issues that the union had already been trying to address, i.e. staffing levels, health and safety and care pathway for patients?
Yeah, clearly it was about two years actually before the keogh report was released. We, as usual, talked to our members, and on one particular occasion we did walk round the hospital talking to staff members and Unison members about problems that we knew were accumulating within the trust. This was done during the day and at night, and when we actually produced a report at that time, which was given to management, and it was actually given to the newspaper, and it was headlines in the newspaper, and we got absolutely criticised from the management about this, saying that it wasn't as we were saying it. But when we sat down with them to talk about the findings that we had, they admitted that there was some problems, and they created new plans to cover winter and staffing and such like. But it appears that was actually only a paper exercise, and the actual reduction in staff numbers continued on the basis of what the top management had decided. So the Deputy Chief Executive Officer, who was the Chief Nurse at the time, clearly had a hand in reducing nursing and healthcare assistant numbers significantly to the point of danger, and that was picked up in the actual report. And but unfortunately, the management who were responsible have been allowed to disappear very quietly off the scene, and there's been no recrimination against them. But it was clearly our thoughts and findings were upheld some 2 years later in the keogh report, and it proved exactly what we're saying, that they were not listening to us.
Oh, thank you very much for that, Peter. I really appreciate it.